get started. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time to join our webinar series. Your support really means a lot to us, and this is what is motivating us to do more of these sessions. Our goal is very simple to make Rocketlane easy to use, and we are decoding Rocketlane just one feature at a time. So, our goal is to help you drive adoption across your team and make uh, the tool easier to use for a long-term success, as well as your team doesn't have to do all the manual work, and everything is taken care of. That's the goal. So thanks once again for joining our series. I know it's late in some of the regions, and you guys taking the time to join means a lot to us. So with that, let's get into today's topic. So today's topic is going to be an interesting one. So I'm sure by the end of it, you will be eager to try out the new customer portal if you have not already started using it. And if you are someone who are already using our customer portal, I'm sure you'll pick up some tips and tricks along the way to optimize it even further. So, yeah, today's topic is going to be all about the Rocket Lane's customer portal. So, before I dive into the actual topic, I would like to take a moment to talk about the importance of having a strong partnership with our customers or clients, right? So, why do we even need that partnership with our customers? So, why is it so important? The first thing is, let's say if you're working on silos, things can often slip through the cracks, and before we could even realize it, the challenges may spiral out of control, sometimes even leading to churn. On the contrary, if we work together as true partners, things stay on track most of the time, and if there is a deviation at any point, it's easy to pull things back on track without much difficulty or before it becomes a bigger issue. So that's where partnership comes into play. And it also builds trust from the visibility and the transparency that we give the customers. So often, like, it's not possible to have a product or service without any issues, right? So that's not what leads to churn or unhappy customers often. So the trigger is, most of the time the trigger is the lack of partnership, the lack of visibility or clarity on things, and the teams not being aligned on the same page. So that's what leads to the negative experience often. So when customers feel informed and supported, adoption comes naturally, which paves way for a long-term success. And it also leads to a higher retention rate, and they would advocate for the brand. So nothing is more exciting and effective than a good customer referral, right? So this definitely increases the retention rate. So that's why the client partnership or the partnership that we have with our customers is really, really important. So with that said, how do Rocket Lane fit into all of this? Like, how does Rocket Lane ensures that there is a strong partnership between the customers and the team that they are working on? So, as we know, when a deal is closed and they enter into a partnership, or basically the customers buy a product or opt for a service, so that's when the real collaboration starts, right? The onboarding phase. So if we have a solid onboarding phase with a strong partnership, and that is going to uh, like carry forward the positive experience that they are going to have with the company, leading to them sticking to our or sticking with us more. So Rocket Lane, one of the ultimate features or the striking features of Rocket Lane is the customer portal, and the visibility that the customer gets throughout the project lifecycle. So we have a dedicated interactive portal through which the customer can automatically track the progress of the project. They can work on their task and they can collaborate seamlessly with the team without having to switching between multiple tools. So this is the old portal or the customer portal in general. So the old portal, I would like to call it the old portal, because we are going to discuss about the new portal. So to differentiate, I'm going to call the old portal as the old one and the new one as the customer portal 2.0. So we already had all of this, right? But the old portal that we had was very intuitive, self-sufficient, solved the purpose, and it was very easy to use, and people were finding it really effective. But here at Rocketlane, we are always on the lookout for improving the customer experience and provide that wow experience in whatever we do. And this seeded the thought of revamping our customer portal to a fully customizable one. So, if you take a look at the old customer portal, it was more like a standalone page with basic interface and the things that were present by default. But let's be honest, one size doesn't fit all, right? So, even within the same account, different customers may require different kind of information. So, it's not always the same thing that all the customers want. So, what we did was we revamped the entire portal, and we let you customize each and everything inside the portal according to your need. And the best part is similar to the project template. We can templatize the customer portal so that we can create ones and reuse it across multiple projects. So, and the cherry on top of all of this is the embed option that we give. Basically, you could embed the Rocketlane portal in your own website, or you could redirect the customers from your own website to access the onboarding portal. So that becomes really seamless. They don't have to switch between multiple portal or search for it. All they have to do is just log into your website, and they'll be taken to the onboarding portal with just a click of a button. I know all of this sounds like a lot right now. So I'm going to show you everything in a bit, like how it works and how we can design and everything. And I'm sure everything will become clear. So here's a quick rundown of the training path that we are going to follow today. So the first thing that we are going to do is create a template. So like I said, the mantra is very simple: create once and reuse it forever. So that's the reason we came up with the concept of templatizing the customer portal so that you could use it across multiple projects without having to create it from the scratch. That is going to be the first thing. The second thing is going to be how can you securely invite customers into your portal. And the third thing is the exciting or the cherry on top of the entire customer portal feature, which is embedding the portal into your own website. And this is facilitated with the help of a JWT token, so which I'll be covering a bit later. And the last but not the least, how to transition all the existing projects to the new portal that you create so that you can go for an instant adoption and you don't have to do the manual work of changing each and every project. So this is the training path that we are going to follow today. So without any further delay, let me quickly start with the design of template. So I'm going to show you the template that we use for onboarding our customers into Rocketlane. So a quick fact here, we use Rocketlane to onboard our customers. So this is the portal that we have exclusively defined for onboarding our customers. So the navigation bar that you see on top, the horizontal one, it's going to be the different pages. So it's going to give you like a website experience. So these are the different pages, and we have different sections or elements inside each pages. So let me quickly show you the portal that we have, and then I will take you through the process of creating this. So we have a project plan where we give the overview and then the actual phases and tasks inside the project. And if we have any project updates, that's going to come up here. So the file section is exclusively for sharing any of the um, frequently used resources or the support articles that would come in handy. And also the meeting notes can be shared here. And this is about the team information. And we have an exclusive section for all the resources, the webinars, and the FAQs that we have as part of Rocketlane, so that it becomes easier for the customer to search for anything without having to switch between multiple things. We have everything inside our portal. And this is going to be the chat section. This is notification and the accounts overview. So this is the portal that we use for onboarding our customers. Now, let me take you through the process of creating a new template. So to create a customer portal template, all you have to do is navigate to the template section and click on the customer portal template. So we have a theme for the customer portal. Like I mentioned earlier, everything in the new customer portal is going to be completely customizable. That includes the color, the background color, the primary, secondary colors, and everything. So all you have to do is click on the customer portal template. So we have an option to create a theme. Theme is nothing but the combination of colors as per your website or as per your requirements. So if you've already created the theme, that would appear right here. Or you can create a theme right from this pop-up, or you can always go to the settings by navigating, clicking on the profile icon settings, and under the customer portal theme, you'll be able to create a new theme. You can give your website URL so that we suggest the basic colors based on your website, and then you can customize it according to your need. So here I'm going to choose something from the list. So one, this is how the initial creating or the template page looks like. So the chat section and the accounts overview is going to be the default thing. Chats, accounts overview, and notification is something that is default, and it's already present. And we have a home page that is default by nature. Like I mentioned earlier, anything that you're going to see on the top navigation bar, that is the horizontal bar, is going to be the pages. And we can have different elements inside each page. So what do I mean by elements? So that is the sections that we're talking about. When you click on add section, you will find two kinds of sections right here. One is a Rocketlane section, and the other one is a static section. So as the name suggests, static section is going to be something that is common, like the FAQ articles, the image gallery, the header, the logo, the footer section, and everything. Rocketlane section is going to be all Rocketlane specific data, like the project plan, the tasks list, the file spaces, document, project updates, and everything. So let me quickly show you how we can add each section. Let's say in the home page, we are going with the logo. For example, let's take the logo. You can choose, we have two different options. Let's say if I'm choosing this, that would get added to this page, and we can customize the heading here. And we can change the collaboration icon. Once you click on done, that will show up here. Whenever you click on a section, you'll be able to edit the details and the styles on the right. So this is the section. Let's say if I want to add one more section, I have to click on the button next to the sections icon. So let's say we are going with an image gallery. We have three different options, and we can choose the one that we would like from these options. Let's say I'm going with this. That would get added, and we can customize the images by clicking on each and everything. And you can decide the number of images that you want to be part of this carousel. So anything vertical inside a page is going to be your different sections. So all these are the different elements as part of your page. Let's say we are adding a new page. For instance, let's go with the project plan. So once you create a page, you can click on the page and add sections to your page. So if you add Rocketlane specific section, let's say I want to add the project overview first. So when I click on it, it gets added, and basically you can keep building your sections as per your liking. So with respect to project plan, we have three different kinds of project plan, where this is the swim lane view, this is based on the phases and tasks, and this is the timeline view. Let's say we are going with this. you can add it and you can customize the heading and the description that goes with this, as well as the styles. So when you click on each section, you will be able to customize it. So if you are on a certain page, when you keep adding a section, it will get added to that specific page. So, like I mentioned, I'm just repeating it one more time. The horizontal navigation bar that you see are the different pages that we have, and the vertical thing inside each page is going to be your different sections. So, similar to our project templates, we have dynamic conditions here as well. This dynamic condition is applicable to the pages as well as the sections inside each and every page. For example, I want the chat section to be shown only if the ARR is greater than 5,000. So in this case, when you apply this template to a project and if the ARR is greater than 5,000, only then you'll be able to see the chat section. Otherwise, the chat section will not be visible. And the interesting part while building the template is the ability to visualize any of the projects using the sample data column. So here, this will give you the list of all active projects in your account. So basically, you can click on any of the projects and hit the preview to get an idea of how it would look like for your customers. So in this case, the ARR or the dynamic condition that we applied on the chat section, the ARR for this project is 1,500, and that's the reason we are not seeing the chat section. Let's say I change this to 6,000, you will be able to see the chat icon right here. So this will allow you to visualize the portal when you're building it, so that you get an idea about each and every section and how it would look like for the customer. Let's say in case something is not right, or you want to give more details or change something, you can always go back to the edit portal option and add or remove sections or make changes to the portal. So once you hit save your portal, you can name your portal and it gets saved as a template. So like I mentioned earlier, you will be able to see all the templates that you have right here. So how do we use this in a project? So that's the next thing that we are going to talk about. So you can go to any of the projects by clicking on the projects icon and opening any of the projects. So under the overview section, you have an option, a dedicated panel for the customer portal. If you've not set a customer portal yet, meaning if you are using the old portal, then it would look something like this, which means the portal has not been set. It's still in the old portal. By old portal, this is what I mean. Let me quickly show you. So this is the old portal that we already had. So if you click on the change, you will be able to get the list of customer portal templates that you've created, and you can click on one to set it. So once you set a portal, if you view the portal, you will be able to visualize it using the new portal that you have set it up. So this is how we set any template that you create. You can set it at a project level. So let's say you're making some changes to the customer portal template after setting it at a project level. You need not worry about the changes, because all the changes get retroactively applied to the project. So any changes that you make in your customer portal template will reflect in all the projects that you have, or in all the projects where you have selected that customer portal template. And to quickly see for which projects you have the new customer portal enabled, you can apply a filter on the customer portal template to see the different templates that you have used. Or if it's not empty, which means those are the projects where you've already applied the customer portal. If it's going to be empty, which means those projects are still in the old portal. So this is a quick way to figure out if you're using the old and the new portal. This is a quick way or a filter to figure it out. The next thing that we are going to talk about is securely inviting your customers to the portal. So we have an exclusive setting for that. The first thing for inviting your customers, you have to navigate your settings, and under the customer portal invite configuration, you have two different options to invite your customers to the portal. The second one is very straightforward. If you enable anyone with the link and join, basically you can invite the customers and they can forward the invite email to their team, and they'll be able to access the portal without any issue. So this is the second option. But if you would like to securely invite your customers and have a bit of restrictions on the customers that can access your project, you can enable the first option. So only the users with certain domains will be able to access the project. Let me quickly show you what or how we can access this. So when you go inside any of the projects, so when you go inside any of the projects and access its setting, you will be able to see uh, a designated area called as the customer domains. So when you choose the first option, that is people with allowed domains are only access. I mean, are only allowed to access the portal. What happens is when you invite a team member, their domain gets added. That is the email domain gets added here. So the next time when you invite someone, and if they are not part of the domain, you will not be or they will not be able to access the portal. So what do I mean by that? Let's say I add someone from Modern. So when I invite a customer, so here the domain name is going to be modern.com. um, okay. So when I invite a customer and there is an email domain attached to the name, the domain gets automatically added to the allowed domain. So these are the different domains from which we can invite customers to the portal. Let's say Sophie, I just added Sophie. If Sophie is forwarding the invite to one of her team members, and the team member, let's say, is someone like Daniel at acme.com, and if he tries to access the portal, he will not be able to access it because the allowed domain is only modern.com. So this gives the internal team members the flexibility of or it basically secures the project plan, and it doesn't give access to all the customers but only to the customers belonging to certain domains. You can either add the domains ahead and then invite the team members, or as and when you invite the team members with different domains, the domain gets updated right here. So this is how you can securely invite customers to your project, and this is an account level setting, so you can choose either or. So that is the invitation part. The next interesting thing that we are going to talk about is about embedding customer portal in your own website. So we hear this often, right? So customers already have a login credentials with respect to your own website or the website that you're using them for the initial or the pre process before getting them formally onboarded with the help of Rocketlane. So in that case, instead of them receiving an email and then accessing Rocketlane from their mailbox, you can actually have a process and embed Rocketlane customer portal in your own website. So that way, what happens is with just a click of a button, they'll be redirected to the portal without them having to switch between multiple tools. So we have a detailed article on how to do this. So this requires a bit of assistance from your development or engineering team, or IT team for that matter. They have to embed this code, or they have to include this code in your website's HTML code, and they will be, or the customers will be able to access the Rocketlane portal from your own website. So today I'm going to quickly show you how it works. So imagine this is the login page of your own website. So the customer logs into your website using their credentials for your website. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Okay. So let's say they log into your website and you have all these information as part of your website, and you have a button to redirect them to the onboarding portal. All they have to do is just click on the button, and this will take them to the onboarding portal. That is the Rocketlane portal, as easy as that. So this one requires, like I mentioned, these code needs to be added as part of your website so that they can get redirected and they can access the portal from your website. The last thing for today is going to be an interesting automation. So I understand some of you are still using a combination of the old portal and the new portal, right? So now you have created a new portal template, and now you would like to bulk update this for all the existing projects. You need not do it manually. We have an automation to do this, so that you can enable this automation for once, and that will take care of the customer portal updation. So the automation is going to be very simple. It's a scheduled one time automation that needs to be run. So it's a set schedule automation that is on projects, and you can define the time at which this needs to run. Here, for any, just a tip right here, for any scheduled automation to work, condition here is mandatory. We'll be putting a tooltip very soon, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up. So you need to add a condition for the scheduled automation to work seamlessly. Here, I've added a condition like project name is not empty. But let's say you have different customer portal templates based on the customer segments, that is small, medium business, enterprise clients, and mid market. You can include that condition and set the customer portal template accordingly. So all you have to do is, under project action, we have a dedicated action called as change customer portal. When you click on it, you will be able to see the list of customer portal that you have created, and you have to select the one that you would like it to be updated for all the projects, and this will update the new customer portal template for all the existing projects. So like I mentioned, you can apply a filter, and you will be able to identify the one for which the new customer portal template has been applied, and basically you can include that in the condition as well. So with this, we come to the end of our session. As you guys are already aware, we have Rocketlane Academy, where we have courses for all the modules that we have as part of Rocketlane. So if you want to learn Rocketlane at your own pace, or if you have new team members added and they would like to learn more about Rocketlane, Academy is the best place to start with. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.